Okay, Gons.
Flippy update.
Do you want fries with that?
That's right. It's time for the Flippy update, folks. Flippy is our colloquial name for the disembodied robot arms that are taking our jobs, enslaving our children, and flirting with our spouses. We use talking about Flippy as a way to explore all the new, fun, and exciting ways that robots are taking over the world and becoming podcasters, and how there's nothing we can do about it. Today, Gons, the Flippy update is coming from Janes.com. Janes.com. Now, I had never heard of Janes.com.
Yeah.
You did a little bit of research. What's the deal with Janes.com?
Yeah, Janes.com, I thought was just some random outlet. We were like, hey, let's look for a better outlet. But then I started digging in, and the About page, I still haven't exactly figured out who is behind it. But in the About section, it says, in a world crowded with increasingly unreliable information, our customers require timely, verified, validated, unbiased, and relevant defense, threat, and equipment intelligence. The interconnectivity of Jane's assured open source intelligence and analysis enables us to provide you with the unique insights required to make mission critical decisions. It's like, whoa, what in the world? And their vision is to be the trusted global agency for open source defense intelligence. So interesting. Yeah.
Open source defense intelligence.
Yeah.
Well, I like it.
Yeah.
It's kind of exciting.
Sounds fun. And then the power of the interconnected. I like how bold they are. They talk about how there's an organization, Jane's Intara. They bring together all the assured intelligence across multiple military capabilities. They do all the heavy lifting, is what they're saying. The ability to interconnect, contextualize, and integrate Jane's assured foundational intelligence with third party and your own data in a common, consistent framework enables the exploitation of all intelligence sources in a shareable, actionable manner, resulting in a more complete and assured assessment. Assured by Janes. They're assuring.
Kind of lost me there a little bit.
They are assuring
but they're,
that the type of data gathering they present is accurate and worthwhile for all intelligence agencies.
Right. So they're not trying to just be like a news outlet for the public. They're trying to be an open source sort of research zone for industry professionals. Industry
being the intelligence industry. Yeah. So very interesting.
And military industrial complex.
Yes. It's almost like it's a military industrial complex. Not exactly like a news outlet, but more of a bulletin for their people. Yeah, a
newsletter or a magazine.
Right. But it's public, which is interesting. And they're bringing all of us into the.
I like it.
We're all part of the PSYOP now. You know.
Yeah, we're talking about Flippy. The headline is Royal Netherlands Army commences armed robot trials in first among Western militaries. The Royal Netherlands Army has become the first Western military to begin operational trials with armed unmanned ground vehicles, UGVs. Janes has learned this. 4 armed Themis UGVs were deployed with the Netherlands' 13th Light Brigade to Lithuania on the 12th of September. Lieutenant Colonel Schjoldemefsen, commander of the Royal Netherlands Army Robotics and Autonomous Systems Unit.
RAS.
Whole unit. That's cool. Told Janes, the UGVs are currently undergoing trials with a view to developing and refining doctrine at the platoon level. Quote, we have deployed 4 weaponized unmanned machines within an operational experiment, Lieutenant Colonel Mifferson said. Quote, to my knowledge, we have not seen this before in the West. He continued, quote, the machines have been handed over for experimental use in an operational unit in a military relevant environment. Ooh, these are not simply tests on a training ground. We are under the direct eyes and ears of the Russians, and as such, in a semi-operational environment. An announcement by the Dutch Ministry of Defense, MOD, confirming the deployment was released on 14th of October. So we've followed for years now the use of killbots, mostly in the East. A lot of killbots when it comes to Russia, a lot of killbots when it comes to China, even a little bit when it came to India. But as far as the West is concerned, the first publicly available operational killbots, of course, militaries have sort of brought them out on testing grounds, and we've seen the firing ranges. Yes, we've seen those things. But considering that the Netherlands Royal Army is sort of on, I mean, they are right there, sort of part of the Eastern Front against Russia, they consider to be in an operational mode. So as far as the West is concerned, we have our first killbots, baby. We did it. We did it. We're catching up.
Well, I think it'll be pretty epic when the robot army crosses into Russian territory and then the Russians and Putin unleashes the cloned Scythians. And then
yes, the Scythians.
We will truly have a science fiction level battle take place.
The Scythian super soldiers. Yes. Maybe the Scythian clone super soldiers will be riding robotic horses, because of course the Scythians famous for their horseback riding. Yes. So we get some robotic horses, put some cloned Scythians on it, and boom, baby. That's the World War III we were promised. None of this, you know, I don't know, sanctions and nuclear threats. Boring.
The Themis, the images of the Themis here in the article, they just look like miniature tanks.
Yeah, they do, which is actually does not make me feel any better. Yeah. You know, autonomous tanks, they are smaller. So it's not quite the like Star Wars bipedal assault robots that were promised. But the fact remains that they are autonomous and unmanned and are thirsty for blood. And, you know, what more could you ask for?
I don't know. A mech suit that can battle it, because clearly that's where the battlefront is taking place nowadays.
And it's very Japanese of you, Guns. Well, there you go.
Japanese, you're the one campaigning to get in one of those suits for years.
That's true, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where are you on that?
That's for racing purposes. Okay,
all right.
Yeah, I've not gotten the offer from Prosthesis mech suit yet. I don't have enough Twitter followers, but maybe now that Elon is in control, I can amass my Twitter army for a pressure campaign to pressure Prosthesis into letting me drive one of those robots.
How do we get Elon to retweet something you say? Do we make googly-eyed Elon posters?
If I knew how to make that happen, I certainly wouldn't be here. I'll tell you what. I jest. There's your Flippy update, folks.
Thank you very much.